Friends, so I have arrived here where I'm going. Now, at this spot, I have to wait for my friend Joseph to come and meet me here, and then we can go where we are going. But yeah, as I wait for him to come, let us chat a little bit. See, I have been mourning about the challenges. First, traveling by public means to the village, right? The first one is that the taxis will squeeze you in there, and you must get, if you're lucky, you will get a taxi, and then the front seats, you're safe. You won't be squeezed because, there's no way that they can do that. But if you're unlucky on a day and you take the back seats, you're going to be squeezed, like our public taxis, the small buses that we use. They're licensed to carry 14 passengers, but sometimes, or the taxis that come to the villages, the ones that do town service and operate in the cities and also city to city, they're all right because they are traffic police everywhere. So they're all right. They don't normally carry excess passengers, but the ones that come to the villages, boy, they carry excess passengers. They carry excess, so they squeeze your body. Oh, I don't want to say. It's PG right here on Mugi's Corner, so I don't want to say the things that anyway. So the other thing is that they take forever. Can you imagine, say, to come from Jinja to Kamuli? A taxi, it's only a 60-kilometer journey, but in a taxi, that may take you 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours. Can you imagine? Because the taxi has to come, stopping on the road to make sure that they get passengers to board, and then, as others come off, they have to wait for others to board, and then in some instances they have to wait for several minutes while you're there on the road. But that's another challenge, man, time. But also, I could choose to drive down here. But since I'm a struggling YouTuber and I'm a struggling human being, it's very expensive for me to drive down here. Now, on a budget, if a car is the consumption rate is minimal, you need fuel to bring you and take you back of 120,000 Uganda shillings. Now, if you use, compared to that, compared to when you drive, I spend only a quarter. If I use public means, I spend only a quarter of the same amount that I would spend driving down here. So listen, if it is you, yeah, please tell me, what would you do? Would you would you take the squeezing? Would you take the long periods of waiting on a public taxi, or will you just spend the money and then risk going broke? I don't know, man. But that's the problem. But other than that, as we leave the, and by the way, I can't go too far inside. I could get lost. I'm not yet very familiar with these shortcuts. But anyway, my friend Joseph is on the way coming to meet me here, and then we can go do whatever we want to do. I see people here in the gardens, gardening. So away from that wahala, I like the quietness of this place, man. Jeez. It's a special feeling. People gardening. Hello, Sebo. Kulamusiza. Jebale. Kali. Gardening, birds singing. Man, it's a different feel. But anyway, you lot tell me. And by the way, in case did I tell you this? I don't think I have shared this. People, I'm on my way to moving to the village, and I have a 5-year plan. Hopefully, if things go according to plan, yeah, I have a 5-year plan. I'm gonna set up an off-grid homestead for me and my family, right? So that we can get out of the city. So much things, so much things going on in the city, and I'm just stressed out. I'm just burned out, and I just want to, live a sustainable kind of lifestyle, free lifestyle, where I can grow my own food, and then stay with, get away from the stress of the city. Can you imagine, yeah? And this is how it is. When you rent a shop, say like at my workshop, yeah, the landlord does not, the owner of the building, the plaza or the arcade where you work, does not give you access to a toilet. You have to pay for a toilet. Now figure that. Pay for toilet. When you want to wee-wee, you pay. When you want to shit, you pay. When you want anything you touch, pay. Pay for this, pay for that. Nah, man, I think I've had enough of that shit lifestyle. I'm sorry, but it's time for me to move to the village. Well, it's time for me to start the process of moving to the village. So I have a 5-year master plan, and I hope that everything, you don't always get what you want in this life. It's a terrible thing. You don't always get what you want. But anyway, I hope that things go according to plan, even if a few things change, right? But I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Well, I'm saying I'm not ready financially, and several other aspects, but mentally, I think I'm ready. If all other things are in place, say for example, I get an offer, the land is there, the funds are there to set up, I'm ready to move. So at this moment, I say I'm ready mentally. I am ready to move away from the city and the stresses that come with living in the city. I just want to live off-grid, grow my food, keep my animals, and that's it. And maybe I can go and visit you lot in the city, and then where you continue with your suffering. But anyway, in the next 5 years, I think that plan, I'm working on it, yeah? I'm working on it. So anyway, you guys tell me. I think you can even feel it, yeah? While I'm vlogging over there in the city, yeah? You hear noises and all of that kind of stuff. And then just listen. Just listen to the calmness, and I'm sure I can breathe life, yeah? It's life. Over there, it's a different business. It's a different thing. But yeah, So the city is getting tougher and tougher every single day. The economy of the world is collapsing. That's not something that we can even disagree about. You lot know that the world economy, you know, the globalist, all that bullshit is going on everywhere, and things are getting tougher and tougher and tougher. Prices of everything are rising. Everything is getting out of reach. Yeah. So it's only the rich. It's only the rich and the politicians that are able to live a life that, you know, that are able to live. Everybody else is just bending down, you know, and then carrying them. We are carrying them on our shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I am encouraging my people who are over there in the city, right? I think it's time for us to move back to the villages. I'm telling you, the city the city is tough. I am telling you, the city is tough. But now, some people, you know, you don't share this sentiment. You don't feel exactly the same way. You still think that, you know, the city is where I belong, and that's fine. But if you have a family, I think it would be nice that, you know, you have some land on the side, somewhere in the village, where you can grow some food and supplement, you know, feed your family. Otherwise, the prices of food and stuff, and it's not a tough thing to do, right? It's not a tough thing to do, because while you're over there doing what you're doing on your job, or, you know, raising your family in the city, you can decide to hire somebody. You can decide to hire somebody to take care of your land over here in the village. And the people here, I can tell you, they're honest. They're honest people now. You know, in general terms, they are honest. Okay? So, if you can do that, I think that will be something helpful. Can you imagine if, you know, when you want to eat some meat, just call in the village, or drive, or take a bus down to the village, right? Kill your goat, slaughter your goat, and then take it to the city. Sell some of it, keep your chickens. You have some cows on the side, you know what I'm saying? I think that is something that everybody would like to do. Anyway, so if anybody wants assistance acquiring land in the village, and the reason why I come to Buyende, right? I have, you know, I have things that I do also in Kamuli, as well as Mayuge, but those places are a bit expensive. But anyway, something being expensive is subjective. What's expensive for me is not necessarily expensive for you, all right? Or what's expensive for you is not necessarily expensive for somebody else. So the reason why I come to Buyende, and Buyende, by the way, is only about is only 120 kilometers, maybe even slightly less than that, from Jinja, and it's not a big deal, right? So if you want assistance acquiring land in Buyende, I was telling you the reason why I come to Buyende is because you know, this side, that is where you can still find some sizable pieces of land, you know. I'm telling you, the movement is on. Many people are acquiring land and setting up projects in the villages, you know. Those who are not quite as interested in agriculture, they are setting up forestry. They are planting trees, all right? And then that's an investment there. Just leave your trees there in the village, and you know, multiply your money in that way. You know, then others are into farming. Everybody is into farming. You know, so if you haven't jumped on this train of getting the hell out of the city, I think it's not too late for you. Okay, you can still catch up, but as I'm saying, as many people are continuing to do it, more and more land is being bought. So hence the people of less means like myself, we are relegated further down into the villages like Buyende. But Kamuli, Mayuge, you know, there's still some land there available, but I would say it's very expensive compared to when you come down here in Buyende. So Buyende is a place where you can still find some farmland. You know, the people are here. They're buying up the land, but I would say you can still find some land down here at a price that is within reach. You understand? So if you haven't jumped onto the train of get the hell out of the city, come to the village, it's not too late. Yeah, it's not too late. Hit me up. And I don't give my number here on YouTube because I tell you there is a lot of disturbers. I'm only interested in serious people. So if you're serious and you want my assistance, acquire land, or if you know you have some inquiries that you would like to do, you want to know some things, right? Hit me up. Write me an email, and then we can take the discussion from there. Let's chat about it. I'm telling you, there is a lot of life right here in the villages. When you know, you're not looking at buildings, you're not thinking about your landlord. Huh? Some of us stay. We stay within reach of our landlords. You know, home and away, home and at the shop. You know. So it's stressing, I'm telling you people, because every time you look at your landlord, even if he has not, even if the landlord is not, you know, hasn't come to bang, 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 where is my money? He hasn't come to demand for his rent. It is still, you know, in your subconscious mind that, it's money, it's his rent. Now, if you're struggling to make things work in your business, in your job, in your other things, man, that is a hell of a stress. But here in the village, you lot have seen my vlog. So the deal is to build. I mean, the deal is to you know, set up a small house, very affordable, not expensive. You know, I have to do it, and I have to do it fast, and then forget about landlord here in the village, man. That business don't exist. You have your land, you have your things, and then do it on your terms. You know, grow your food, and once you have your food and your oxygen, that's all you need to exist. That is all you need to exist, my people. So who is ready? Which one of you is ready? Hit me up, and let's do it. Thank you so much for watching. Please, I request you, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, Mugi's Corner, and you know, let's run this thing. Let's run the show. All right? Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bless.